Hello, 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 Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Ugh. Um, has anyone else been feeling this way? Bowing to all my subscribers and anyone who comes across this video. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate you. Oh, I'm going through. Listen, it's been a whole thing. Since I went to that concert on Friday, I had a headache for a couple days, nauseous this whole week. Yesterday I wasn't nauseous, but I stayed in bed. And I drank a beer, a snapper, yesterday, last evening. And then I ate some fruit by the foot. Holy crap, I was sick, sweating. Oh my, I've never felt like that. And I'm feeling a little puny again. And it's strange. It's like my body's super sensitive. Like I can't drink. Oh, and that's kind of a blood. It's like taking Antabuse or something. Frick me, man. Anyway, I was writing in my journal this morning, and then I ended up writing transformation as I was writing how I wasn't feeling good. And oh man, I just don't like the nauseous part. Forget about doing I don't know if I can go that long without eating, but excuse me, it'd be great to do at least a 3-day water cleanse or something. Just flush my body out, and fruits and vegetables or something, I don't know. Anyway, wow. Whew. Energies or what? Yeah. Been going through some again, like a life review, when you brought back while I was listening to music, but I love that about music, how it brings you back to that moment in time. When you're a teenager, like 15, 16, all of these songs and going back to those memories and feelings and seeing the place, actually being there again. I'm hearing like energetically. Purging, I'm hearing purging and clearing. So that's what's going on. Yay. Fuck. Since I've been on this, I've always kind of been a student of myself, and when I was younger, well, actually, it wasn't until my 40s probably, where it began to shift. I delved into like Joyce Meyer and Joel Osteen and all these, and that's what I did. And I studied and I took notes, and I just wanted to be healed. I wanted to be to that place where I am now, and it's taken, it seems like forever, but still going, I heard. It's like, Serena, get past yourself. But at some point, it's like, it's hard to explain this, and maybe someone else can understand this. I was just explaining this to my daughter. A little side note for a second. I was just explaining to my daughter yesterday or the day before, I don't know when, that deja vu was in, I know I have it written somewhere, but I don't have my other book with me. I don't think I actually haven't. Yeah, I don't think I do. Anyway, my last journal, Spirit gave to me deja vu like this, like we know our life before we get here, like it's shown to us, like we know, like we're shown like a review. Stay with me for a minute, please. And when we have deja vu, it's a remembrance, is how they told me. It's a remembrance of things we already know. And on my journey, like when I was down with my back, That makes me want to cry because I get a twinge of that nerve stuff now, and I just can't handle it. I can handle it, but I say it like that because it's unbearable. I mean, death feels like the only way out, you know? But, you know, the Most High God, creator of all, creator of the universe in heaven, asked me, would you die for them? And I said, yes. Then it's kind of, this is how it's coming to me. It's kind of like, okay, sweet, cool. All right. We're going to let all these, whatever, dig a hole and we're going to bury you in it. Now get out. You know, we're going to throw you into Hades. You need to go through all levels. And may the best man win. Here I am, still standing. I'm hearing better than I ever, yeah. Looking like a true survivor, yeah. Feeling like a little kid. Oh, man. That's a good, okay. I'm going to have to look to the words of that. That's a total tangent side note, but what was the purpose? I guess what I'm trying to say is, no, you're not crazy. Oh, I don't know, maybe you are, but if you've ever felt that way, like walking into the lion's den on purpose, knowing this is gonna hurt a lot. My human, maybe physically harmed, emotionally, mentally, you know, spiritually attacked, whatever. And you walk in, but you walk in going, oh man, we're going to learn a lot here, aren't we? I'm hearing somebody, oh, that sounds like an excuse to stay in abusive. From your level of understanding, which understanding, you know, it's not an understanding or an overstanding. Unless you've been there or you have the soul or whatever it is on a certain journey, then, you know, I feel people should just keep quiet. Because everybody's pain, and I'm hearing threshold of that as well, is unique to them, to each individual person. I'm hearing we only are given what we can handle. So what might look like, I don't know, and we see people, we see humans running around reacting from a pain body they're unaware of it, they don't even realize. But the ones who act out the worst, they're the ones in the most pain. You understand? You understand that. We love people for where they're at and try to give them compassion. And if all they want to do is be mean and hurtful, then love them from afar, but always send them love. When you think of them, they've hurt you. They're hurting. I'm not saying it's great and they should be able to do that. No, but you have no idea where this person comes from and what their life was like. It might look like on the outside everything's great, but they're hiding that pain and they've shoved it down so far, they're unaware of where some of this is coming from. And it takes a true wanting to be better and different to delve deep into your soul, into the place of pain. I'm hearing what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and it's true, but fuck, I remember maybe, I don't know, it was in my 30s or 40s. I just don't know if I could take much more. Oh yeah, because you got a lot more coming, you know, and then it just got worse. And it gets worse, but it's worth it. It doesn't matter if it's worth it or not. It is what it is. And as long as you're here breathing and walking on this planet right now, you have a choice. I played that Queensryche song, leaving all I've loved behind for one nobody knew. Walking into that unknown. We're going through a great purging, but I've also, as I was getting ready to say that, it also came to me, but we're all on different times. Okay, so there could be a group of us, or maybe all of us, that are going through a purge. You know, how many spiritual awakenings do we have? I mean, I'm thinking one, because the one that I had was so unique and profound. And I'll tell that story sometime. It was just, I thought I was dead. I had to ask Mike, my baby daddy, I'm crying, and I'm like, Mike, am I dead? He goes, no. I said, how do you know? Maybe we're both dead. Maybe we've got in an accident. We both died instantly, and here we are. Here to wander, not realizing that we're dead, because the only time I have ever felt that peace, I had died. Came back, obviously. Here I am. Ta-da! Unless I'm living all this out. And can you hear me? Can you see me? So, yeah, I guess that was a little story of a lovely lady. Anyway, bodies are transforming physically. So pay attention to your human. Ground. We need to ground. Get your ass outside, Sirena. See, I haven't been outside for the past couple days. Why did I do that? I'm barefoot on the grass. It's the only thing that I'm, being stuck in stagnant energy and air, the same recycled air over and over and over and over, and the same blocked energies. I'm getting that. I'm feeling blockages. Releasing those blockages. Reiki's great. That energy healing, Reiki's great, but your mind, but we all heal ourselves. See, anyway. So, your blessings, whatever that means to you, your next step, and I'm seeing that. I'm seeing an image in my mind of like a portal, right? There's like this, and then there's like a portal, and it's black when you see it, like it's a round ring. Stepping into the unknown. But you have to take all the tethers off of you. And God's really, what I share with you is what God's always working on with me. So then I can share that along with you. There's a person, people, places, things that you must release before you go into your next step. And it's not, they're not worthy, they can't go with you, but don't speak of it in terms of, every time I'm shooting a video, I've heard people say, oops, spiritual burps or whatever, confirmation burps, but it's not the human, it's the, I heard ascension, it's the, I heard the ones who are willing to put in the work. So I wrote it down. My right eye is so watery, it's blurry. Okay. Your blessing. Yeah, is on the other side of this release. And you can see it. You can feel it. I just heard you can sense it. You know it. So believe it and step out in that faith. 1515. And faith, yeah, we got to step out in that faith, and it hurts. And you know what? And if you're by yourself and you feel lonely and you feel like everyone's rejected you and you feel like that is awesome news, because you know what? God's doing a work in you. I know. I'm hearing God had to get you alone so you'd listen. Listen, Linda. You know? You're not being punished. It's being done for you. 1551. It's the opposite. It's the contrast. It's the mirrored image. And then maybe you might be asking yourself, I already see my outcome. I see my outcome. I synced it, right? I've synced it. And so what are you so afraid of? Success? Actually standing in your power, or whatever that it means to you? I'm asking myself, Serena, what are you freaking afraid of? You know? And then it goes back to, I'm hearing, I'm not the same boy I used to be. I know. I'm not a man. But I carry the energy. Survival. I heard survival mode. Always feeling, I don't feel that way anymore. Backed up in a corner, fight or flight constantly, you know, from the time you're born till, I don't know, the past year, or maybe just recently. Not in that 1717, not in that fight or flight, you know? Always looking over your shoulder, can't rest, you know? Living under that high, wow, I didn't even know that was much of a thing, or that I was even living that way necessarily. Other people had said things that sparked it to me, you know, because I'm like, why do I feel like I'm just on guard, you know? They're like, you feel backed in a corner. I'm like, yeah, I did. Anyway, so if you're watching this video, you were guided here. I showed up for a reason. And I do this for you, for me too. Well, I do this because I have to. There's just no choice. But it's fun and I love it. The thing I love the most is shooting videos. I don't know why. I just love it. It makes me feel good. I was gonna say, you know, I'm a lost soul as well, but I'm not really a lost soul. I heard finding my way back. Yeah, my way back to you. No, that's weird. Anyway, that's not not what I was going to say, but that song popped in my head. Working my way back to you, babe. With this burning loving. 1919. I will say this and then I'll go, because I don't want these to be too long. Too much. Maybe I'm just going to shoot another video about it, actually. I love you guys, and happy Friday. Breathe through the energy, and I love you. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm not the best on social media, so, and as far as going into comments and all that, like it shows up in notifications, and sometimes I can hit them and it comes up, and other times it doesn't, and then I just get lost. So sometimes, it'll show up where I can heart things. So I'll do that. So that I saw it, but it it's not something that I look upon. I don't go in my YouTube studio and look at analytics, and I don't do any of that. I just, obviously you could tell I just shoot videos and upload them. I don't look at them, watch them. I don't edit. I don't do any of that stuff. Maybe someday, maybe not. I don't know. I just want to talk. I want somebody else to take care of the rest, an assistant, if you will, a partner. One that can, assist. One that can, which is funny because I'm like, one that can handle all the money and all that stuff. I just want to do what I'm called to do, and that's speak and build and dig and build and talk. Second best thing I do. Hey, stop it. Anyway, I love you guys. Namaste on this path. And till probably a few minutes or so. Who knows? It was 21:21. I love you. Bowing. Namaste.